live.
Live.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton,
Scott Swiftwater Tony, Rob Weichel, Jaron Wheeler, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and thanks for tuning in. Hey, guys, what's happening?
Just getting home from Easter dinner.
Easter dinner? Everybody have a good Sunday? Did you find any eggs? Did you hunt for eggs?
No, I ate some deviled eggs, though, with jalapenos on top and bacon.
You like deviled eggs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, show of hands, who likes deviled eggs? Not counting Rich, because I know Rich.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you guys.
I'll eat some. I don't mind them.
Oh, good Lord. Nope, and nope.
Some, they got to be done right, though. So I will say that.
All covered in paprika or some crap, whatever they put on them things.
Yeah, they do put the paprika on there.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just don't think eggs were meant to be prepared like that. Just saying. Just saying.
I'll gobble down those deviled eggs in a heartbeat.
Will you?
With or without paprika?
Huh?
With or without the religion?
Oh, with or without the paprika. Yeah.
I don't think it makes it. It doesn't make it taste any better. I don't know.
What they just for decoration?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Just put some red powder on it to decorate it. Yeah. No, sounds like
chili powder on there instead.
That sounds like a good idea.
That'll light them up.
Yeah, saying. Let's put some chili powder. Yeah. Yeah.
Dennis said he won't be here tonight, but he wanted to tell everyone Happy Easter.
He said that last time.
Yeah, he'll probably end up texting me. Give me the
All of a
link.
sudden, he's like, "Oh, I went through the time warp again, and it's an hour earlier. I'm here." Goodness gracious! You guys have a good week
so far.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was all right. Aaron, Rob.
Ran into some work issues that set us back a week, but we are back on target tomorrow.
Okay, so that's an okay weekish. Rob? Oh, I had a pretty good week, Tim. Thank you for asking. Okay. Good. I'm glad you guys all did. Gotta fill in. You, Scott.
I made some homemade hot dogs.
Homemade hot dogs. What the heck did you put in a homemade hot dog?
Beef.
Hot dog. Venison.
Oh, you made beef.
Yeah.
Now, so that's still considered a hot dog?
Yeah, made hot dogs. So it took 7 pounds of venison and 3 pounds of bacon.
Ooh.
Ground them up. Got them cold. Ground them up again. And almost did like a puree. You almost emulsify it down and break the proteins down. It's like really, really soft. And added seasonings and everything in them. And then put them in the stuffer and stuff them in your casings and then let them set overnight. And then this morning, I stuck them in the smoker at 200 degrees, let them dry for about 45 minutes on 200 degrees with no smoke. And then the temperature got up to about 80, 85 degrees. Then I threw cherry wood chips inside and smoked them. And then I started rotating the racks after about an hour and a half. Temperature started going up. Internal temperature is supposed to be 152, 155 when you start taking them off. It wasn't fully where I wanted them yet. So I started rotating the racks and then started taking them off a couple at a time, checking the temperatures, making sure they were done.
Dang.
Now, do you hang them up for long?
Nah, as soon as I take them off, put them in cold water, cool them down to stop the heating process.
Yeah.
And then let them on the cooling rack for about 2 hours and then put them in the fridge. And tomorrow I'll vacuum seal them.
And you'll have hot deer dogs.
You have hot dogs. All you got to do is throw them on the grill. And,
wow.
Or just heat them up and eat them. Or you can eat them just like that right now.
Wow. Rich, you're our smoking machine. We should do a little segment. Smoking with Rich. And
Smoking with Rick.
each week you could
Smoking with Rich.
each week you could do a different
Yeah, well, I smoked the
I'll let you
venison
smoke.
ham there last week.
Well, you
so-
got to give them step by step. You got to show us like grinding the meat, stuff like that. Smoking with Rich, we'll call it. Because I bet there's a lot of these guys out here that have smokers and are like,
Oh yeah,
heck, how do I use this crazy contraption? As like
I'm sure they do.
yeah, that'd be-
Oh, we did
lot
have
of-
smoked cream cheese today. That's always good.
Yeah, that is good.
so you put that in a smoker too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever smoke any fish, Rich?
Oh my, yeah. Just like smoked mac and cheese. Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez. Seriously,
Oh my.
you smoke mac and cheese?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Killer.
all right.
Sounds, sounds different to me, but I believe
That's
you.
different to me.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
I've had smoked mac and
Oh
cheese.
my
before.
gosh. You just take the noodles and you don't even cook them. You just take the noodles, your blocks of Velveeta cheese and your milk, and you just pour it right in your big tub and put it in the freaking smoker. Don't put your lid on, just put it in the smoker and just let it go for an hour or so, and then and everything melts and just start stirring it up. And then throw the smoke to her.
You don't leave you leave the lid
my
off.
God. Oh yeah. So the smoke gets in there. And then it starts to thicken, and then that smoke just gets in it, and
So what cooks the
Start to
noodles?
thicken.
The milk and the
yeah, it cooks the noodles.
That's
About 2.5, 3 hours, it'll be done.
it's
I guess if the milk gets hot enough, it'd cook them.
I guess so. Phew. It
Oh
best
yeah,
be
mac and
good.
cheese. Oh yeah, especially when you put like 5 different cheeses in it. Oh yeah,
I'll have to try that on the grill.
Gouda and
Jeez, you guys are.
oh yeah,
It should work on the grill, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, if you cook it slow enough, maybe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. I like the 8 minute.
What I would do on the grill is I would go ahead and boil the mac and cheese, the macaroni. I would boil the macaroni and just put it in the container, and then dump your cheese inside, and then melt it. And you go ahead and do it, and then I would smoke it. You could smoke it that way on your grill.
I like 8 minutes on the stovetop and it's done.
It might take a lot longer if you try to do it on the grill the other way.
Just say
Smoker is more direct heat,
Ow.
I don't know. The grill, it might do it on the grill. I don't know. Never tried it on
Well,
the
my gas, I got a gas grill that's got 4 burners in it. So
yeah, you should be.
and I can turn the middle 2 off,
Just do the indirect heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Put it on indirect heat. Put it on a burner that's on the side that doesn't have heat, and throw your. Yep, you should be fine.
Interesting.
He even said he smoked a dozen deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs. Gosh, you guys
Yep.
are.
You can do them in the smoker too.
Is there anything you can't cook in a smoker
Mm,
you're aware of?
I never really
Something that you
thought
don't
about it.
like, I guess. But
Can you cook?
I mean, it's just a grill with a smoking unit in it.
Is that all it is?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, well, I thought kind of like dehydrated it or something.
Nah, it's basically a grill, and then you can throw smoke in it.
Oh, that's all it is. Oh, so it's.
But
Wow.
I mean, some of the smokers like mine don't have an open flame.
Okay.
Mine's just basically like you know how the old stoves are with the coals?
Yeah.
Right?
Mine has a coal underneath my pan that heats up, that burns my wood chips.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
That's what causes my smoke.
That's your smoke.
Some of
And
the
that-
other ones have a flame underneath there, which is the propane ones that heats that tray up that burns the wood chips.
Oh, it gives you your smoke flavor.
And the new ones nowadays you control with an app on your phone.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just
mine's also Bluetooth. I mean, I can
Oh.
control mine Bluetooth. Yeah.
So, like if you're cooking a brisket for 14 hours,
Yeah, I can sit up in my watching my TV and control it.
you could be at work cooking your brisket, right?
No, probably not that far.
You're like, I could
Yeah,
be.
Bluetooth don't have that capability. For the app with the internet, you probably could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, if you're on an app or whatever, yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, where you could cook it by
Everything's got its own app now.
pretty much.
Now the new pellet grills and stuff that have the apps, oh yeah, you could do that. But I wouldn't want to leave it in unattended.
Right, that's what I would think. Who would want to leave a grill unattended for
I wouldn't trust it that
14
much.
hours? I wouldn't trust nothing. Thing might fall over, catch on fire. For 14
Probably
hours.
food catch on fire.
Well, it's just like the wood chips. They can flare up and then it can overheat. And if you have that temperature thing, it'll tell you, whoa, it's getting too hot, something's going on. And then you get out and you find out that it flamed up and the wood chip thing's on fire.
Oh, see? Yeah, I wouldn't leave it either. There ain't no way.
All of a sudden it was 200. Now it's 375. It's like, whoa.
That's kind of crazy. Crazy.
Liquid gold. Liquid gold.
Guess so. All right, moving on. That was interesting. So, Gold Rush this week.
Gold rush.
I didn't see it. I
The
hear
season
Whitewater
finale.
back. Oh, it was the season finale. So, what happened in the season finale?
Well, some breakdowns as usual, some drama as usual, and some gold way outs as usual.
Did everybody leave the season happy? Or
Kind of. Parker for the first time hasn't hit his goal, which I thought that happened before, but I guess I was wrong.
okay. He did not hit his goal.
No,
Which,
beat their goal.
yeah, he smashed his, right?
Yeah,
700 ounces or something like that.
yeah, something like that. 5,776 or something like that. Something like that.
Huh.
Kevin?
Let's see. Kevin had 375.8 this week. I think he got a little bit over his goal. I think his was 1,000.
Yeah, he had a nice low.
I was gonna say, I remember he said 1,000.
Yeah. All right. The Rickers. What'd the Rickers do?
Well, hold on. There's a new contender in the beat.
Wait, who's the new contender?
Monica.
Oh, they gave her.
She
that's-
finally was running those tailings
Uh-oh.
with that weird machine
Yeah.
that has like the teeth that come up, push the rocks, then they
Yeah,
drop
it's kinda
down.
cool.
Kind of like
Come
a
back.
coin pusher type deal.
Yeah, like a coin pusher type deal
Yeah,
with
it
claw. But she managed to get 46.46 ounces.
Wow, out of tailings.
Yep. Cousin Mike had 211.88.
Uh-huh.
And then Mike with his trommel finished that week with 228.7,
Jeez.
which pushed them all over for 5,007, whatever it was for the season.
Didn't Tony buy Monica just a new wash plant just a
Yeah.
little bit ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the claw machine thing.
Last week. Yeah. It looks
Oh,
like
that's what that was?
Yeah, that thing's pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna have to. Me and Lisa's gonna have to watch it tonight so I can see what that is.
It's an interesting machine. It looks like a coin pusher, just like they say. Yeah.
That's just weird though.
It's cool. It's a good idea, the way it works.
A coin pusher.
Yeah, but 3-tier coin pusher. It's like pushes, they fall down, it pushes. The smaller ones fall through, it pushes. So all the big rocks are just gone. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to watch Friday because I was at celebrating my birthday. Yeah.
I didn't get to watch it either. I'll watch it tonight, hopefully. All right. So,
Yeah,
how did the old Rick do? Did they clean out Vegas Valley?
I haven't seen anything on him yet.
So Rick on this had two clean outs, or
Two.
so he had 110.79 on the one,
Mhm.
200 he had three, 200 on the other, and then 100 in another. And so they did beat their goal, and they all walked away with 25-ounce bonus for all.
What? Each of them got a 25-ounce bonus?
Yep.
Oh, I'm talking helmet taps all around now, boys.
Wait. They each got 25-ounce bonus.
Yep. But if
Pretty
you
good.
remember, they put their bonuses in
They
to
did.
open
Yeah,
that
they
new cut.
did. They did, but still.
So the risk paid
Alright.
off.
Wow. Yeah, I guess
Roll the
it did.
dice and come out winning.
I guess it did. So how much does that add up to cash value wise at prices of gold today?
Well, 25 times 2.5,
2.5. What's 2.5? It's 3.
2,500 bucks. You got smelting cost.
Oh, okay. So still, what's that number?
Let me see.
Well, I know
Beep,
it's
boop, boop, boop,
25.
beep, boop, 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 beep.
Well, 25 and 25 is 50. So
Yeah,
it's got to
babe,
be
know
five
that.
something.
45 grand roughly.
Yeah.
45, so we'll say 50 grand.
Yeah,
Bonus.
that's what he said. It was about 50 grand
Yeah.
each.
At today's spot price, no smelting or anything, refining is 83,690.
Well,
But you got to remember, after they melt it, Jaron, they're not going to have 25 ounces.
Yeah. So 45.
So,
well, that's a pretty good bonus.
yeah.
I'm sure they all left very happy then.
And that was on what team?
Rick's.
Rick Ness in
Rick's
Vegas
team.
Valley.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And yeah, very cool. So that should have covered everybody. And then
No, Parker
Parker.
didn't meet his goal, and I don't have the full final numbers on that. I just wrote down the wayouts. Bob had 3,400 or 343.7 ounces.
That's a good cleanup.
Roxanne had 306.3, and the new one, Rock Gobbler,
Rock Gobbler.
Right.
had
Yeah.
96.8
Oh,
plus 99.2 in nugs.
Nuggets.
Yep.
Well,
Somebody's hitting the big time, boys.
well. So he had a sweet clean out then this week. He was probably
Yeah,
smart.
just fell way short of his goal
Way
though.
short of his goal because he got on the goal too late in the season. But
Yeah.
but
What was his goal?
I think I swear, why am I thinking 10,000
I
ounces?
something like that. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was 10,000 too.
Yeah, I swear it was 10,000. Yeah.
And what did he end up with? Like 9 or 8?
I don't think he made it that high.
Oh,
I'm thinking more like 7-ish.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't write down the totals.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat room will know. I
Mhm.
think it was like 7-ish was what he wound up the season with. But
But you
3,000.
also got to remember they had a lot of ground that was not
Yeah,
thawed.
that's what I mean. He didn't get on the goal till late in the season. He was
Yeah.
getting crappy cleanouts, like 100-ounce cleanouts for a week.
And he also talked about all the past owners that
Sure.
had that claim all went belly up.
Yeah. But now he's on the gold, so maybe next season he can hit that 10,000 goal ounce, unless he goes, well, I'm going for 15 this year.
Do you still have a lot of ground?
That's the way it goes.
He still have a lot of ground left?
Oh, he can never mine that ground in a lifetime. He's
Oh,
got
really?
too much. Yeah,
Who is that?
Parker. He's
Oh,
got,
yeah.
got
Yeah,
so
he's
much.
one of the biggest. He is the biggest claim
The
owner.
biggest landowner. Yeah.
Yeah, but as long as he's got water rights still.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
you know what's funny is I seen another thing about Parker on my watch. He gave somebody in Australia 100 ounces, I think, for them to hold the land so he could mine it.
Oh, in Australia. Sure.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I believe it. He's clever. He's like, I'm not gonna mine it.
Something for the
Yeah.
wintertime,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like I said, what if I lose
But
my
it's-
water license? I'm going to
He
Australia,
said,
boys.
he said they tested it and they said it's really good ground. So
Yeah.
he went up there and he said, "Here, this is for
In
you." So
Australia, that stuff is harder than a rock, and you got to use picks, and it's so deep.
oh, he'll have equipment.
There's
He
so
won't
much.
have. Yeah, that's what he's gonna be mining it.
Oh, John said he had an 8,000 ounce goal and he was 2,000 ounces away from it. So he must have been in
Okay.
round 6 and he was shooting for 8. Why not just go for 10?
Last year's goal was what, 5?
5, I think, yeah. And they did it last year.
Yeah, but that's still.
And
not
that was
gold.
before he took on.
Yeah, before he
Right.
took on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But with Rick Ness, the water rights are still up in the air, so he don't know.
Sure, they don't even know what they're doing next year.
Well, how'd Rick get his property then?
Just bought it.
Yeah, he
He
mined it.
leased it from the one guy
yeah,
at first,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and then he bought it. After he bought it is when that guy dropped the bombshell on him. Says we don't know if you have water rights.
Hmm.
Right. they
But
might.
Rick doesn't have that much property either, though, right?
He don't have as much, but what he's got is a lot. You know.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I believe it because if they sold it and they knew the water rights were coming, as soon as they sold it and they let him know about it, then boom, that would null and void the sale. I would think.
Problem
If he's
is,
selling
after
it,
you buy it and you get the gold off of it. What do you do with it then?
Yeah.
yeah, but if you ain't getting the water rights, you can't mine on it, then you're screwed.
But I mean, after you do mine, what do you do with it?
Yeah. Then you just reclaim it and sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a property. Build a cabin on his hunting land or something. Right?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
yeah, buy
Reclamation.
or build you a house and property there and try to get the next claim over.
Right. Because I mean,
Right, but you're not gonna even get close to the money of what you paid for it.
right. But he may have already made his money back by then
Right.
too. Right. That's the thing. So now you own this property.
Yeah, but did he buy the
Paid for it
property or did he
himself.
just buy the rights?
He bought the property. He bought the land. It's his.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's his. Interesting though. It is. Now what else is interesting? Gold prices, I hear.
Oh, are they?
I hear they are.
You're gonna tell us.
We hope they are.
Well, we're up in the green. We are up, like actually up $21.10, $21. It's $3,350 right now.
How much again?
$3,350.
3,350.
Yeah. Silver did a little bit, just a 2 point down, but it's at 32.62.
Oh,
Still up there. Still up there. Platinum took $1 hit, went 9.75. Palladium took a $4, went 9.80. And rhodium, once more, hunch at 5,750.
so, Jaron,
Hmm.
the Bitcoin.
Well, just to add on to gold, it's only realistically $4 away from beating this current all-time high that was just recently. So another $4 and it could be making new all-time highs again.
Oh, geez, great. It'll do it.
And Bitcoin is $84,937.
Still holding in the 80s right now. Uh-huh. So, where's gold going to top out at, boys?
I don't know, but
I don't know, and it's a subject I don't want to comment on.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's 3,360 or 46. That's pretty darn high.
That's real high. Yeah.
That's well over $3,000 right there.
Wow.
So
Kind of
if
crazy. Silver
somebody
start
invested,
making a big kabooty and climb its ass up the chart. Just saying. Just saying.
hey,
Hey, just saying.
I'd
Just
find me another ounce of gold to sell.
man, I'm sure people are hitting the creeks.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that bit.
Yeah, right? You think there's going to be more people mining this summer? Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah, I think so.
Think so, Jaron? I do. I really do. At them kind of prices, you know?
I don't think it's going to be like a gold rush or something,
No.
but
Oh God, no. I don't.
overall, we might pick up another 1,000 new prospectors in the whole
Right.
ordeal.
I think it'll bring out maybe some of these families. It's like, hey, kids, I want to buy something. Let's go.
I've got my own mining crew.
Yeah, let's go pan for gold. It's up to over $3,000 an
Let
ounce.
me put it this way: we're probably going to have a couple hundred YouTube channels pop up.
You can guarantee that.
I know it. That's what I was like. Gosh,
Oh, guaranteed.
just
Guaranteed.
compete with
Brand
everybody,
new.
man.
What you got there?
For a pay dirt bag.
Is that for our pay dirt bag?
It's for a pay dirt bag,
It's for
not
our
your
pay
pay
dirt
dirt.
bag. It's for our pay dirt bag.
No, this one's going to Ed.
Well, you get to get the one for us made up here since you lost the bet, my good man.
it's getting made up. No worries.
That way we could give it away one Sunday. We'll surprise everybody. We ain't even gonna let them know when we do it. We're just gonna do it. So they got
That's
to be
right.
every Sunday because you never know when it'll happen. Right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
I guess one of our lead indicators on how many more prospectors is these gold shows that are starting to come up. See
Yeah,
how big of crowds they draw in.
true. That's always true too.
Yeah, but what's new? What's new that you've seen that's coming on? Because I haven't seen anything advertised. But
As far as what, gold shows?
yeah, I mean, what do we got? The blah, 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 blah. No, but not Bering Sea Gold, right?
No, he's talking about gold shows,
Like out the
Oh,
actual
gold
in.
shows
oh, I got you.
that you walk into and buy stuff and learn stuff.
Well, I mean, I think more or less that for the most half, I think every state's just took upon itself for their local chapter to have one.
Do you think the GPAA might climb back on the bus and start doing shows again with the
I don't know.
sudden spike in gold prices like this? Thinking it will bring more people out?
I know they have something that now is it. What was it? If you're a lifetime member, you can join the LDMA for a real cheap price or something like that. I can't remember, but they're doing something to put like DPA and LDMA together if you want
Uh-huh.
to. So we'd have to get Kevin on the on the horn. He'd be the one to be able to tell us.
Just wondering. Oh, it's just those
Yeah,
things like that that make you think. Yeah.
maybe you ought to have Kevin on next week.
Yeah. Because I know usually when something like this happens, it brings people out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Hey, I can do that. I can pay them for gold and get an ounce of gold every day. Sure.
Well, I know they're not gonna. I don't think they're doing any gold shows this year because if they don't, they'd probably been already here in Phoenix. I
I
would
haven't
think.
heard none of any,
Yeah.
not GPAA gold shows.
No. Now me and Rob went to the Quartzsite Gold Show, and that was had the Phoenix chapter was there, but I don't think they hosted it.
I know
I
I
think it was,
seen uh I thought I seen one at that. I thought that wasn't they have one by you, Jaron? Didn't Matt post one?
I They usually do rock and minerals, not
Oh, that
necessarily
was the
gold.
yeah, the Gem Mineral and Fossil Show, April 25th, 26th, and 27th. Well, that's
yeah,
next
the
weekend.
gem mineral,
Minerals.
the gem
It's
mineral
kind
and
of
fossil.
odd that nobody believes me, but they don't do gold shows in Utah for a reason. Because there ain't no damn gold here. No, there is, but it ain't worth it.
Uh-huh, Dennis.
We
Okay.
do gems and minerals.
They're saying this is why Matt is saying, come join us at our gold panning booth. We will be teaching kids how to pan for gold. Now, we're not going to teach
Yeah, but
you something that ain't there now, are we?
that comes from pay dirt bags and stuff.
Oh,
Some of it's
Yeah.
probably Kayla's.
he's not saying we'll teach them how to find gems and fossils. We'll teach them how to find gold. Matt, thank you. April
Yeah,
20th.
they have some down south, which you might as well just cross the border and go get better gold.
Oh, really? Interesting. But still, I think the gem and fossil show would be cool too. Just saying. Because you guys got cool fossils in Utah. You got dinosaurs, don't you?
Yeah, the only place the country's got dinosaurs is
You got
Utah.
dinosaurs in Utah.
It's not like
I'm not
you're
really
in
sure the legality of digging those though.
Of dinosaur digging?
Yeah, I don't know if you could actually dig it or you'd have to call people and report
Really?
it. I don't know. I
I
haven't heard of
wouldn't know.
anybody saying, "Hey, I got a Utah raptor in my basement." You know,
Well, what if you was digging on a job site and all of a sudden uncovered a raptor?
my boss
Yeah,
would tell us to bury it.
yeah,
Covered
quickly,
covered
quickly.
with concrete. Or it's gonna shut down the whole job.
Yeah, that's why I said no. I didn't see
I'd be
anything.
like, wait, I'm extracting him very quickly.
Lucky Ducky Pennyweight said, nope, the GPA probably won't have any more shows.
No.
Oh well.
You never know.
Right, you never know, right? And then you got Ohio will probably put on the show through the Buckeye chapter. Indiana will probably put on their shows, So there's still going to be shows out there, you know.
What about
Yeah.
the other person you said you was going to try to get on?
Oh
Shannon,
yeah, about the dredging thing. Yeah, we forgot about that.
The old Shannon Poe.
Shannon Poe about the dredging, bringing
wasn't he like a representative of the state or something?
Amara.
No, he became some kind of like congressman in some
Yeah.
town in California or something. I can't remember what the heck it was. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. in his town or something.
I guess maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, he's in Kelterville.
Yeah, that's where he's some kind of representative in Coulterville.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And they're talking about bringing back dredging again. That's one
They
of
should.
I'll believe it when we see it. If they bring it back, they'll slap so many rights and restrictions on it, it won't even be funny, probably.
More like, yeah, you'll still probably not be able to get a permit
Right.
because
You'll have to get permits.
Yeah.
This,
You'll have
pay
to
that, and you have to pay for the water and pay for this and pay for that. And
they go, oh, you're out of state. Oh, we're gonna have to charge you a little bit more.
double now.
Yeah.
Got to go into a holding pond. Then it's got to be filtered 3 times before it can go.
That's ridiculous.
It'll be something. So,
but when it rains and storms and the water is muddy
yeah,
and murky, it's fun.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't hurt the fish. Imagine
It's
that.
like
But your
it's like
muddy water does.
that's like those idiots in Idaho. Oh, you got to fill in your holes after you dredge. Wait, what? What?
What do you think the storms do?
Yeah, that's pretty much what we always argue, but they give you a ticket for it.
Yeah. Well, sure they will. Well, they ain't storming today, buddy.
Yeah,
That's what that's.
like it makes a difference, It does not.
I know, but you know how it's politics, and politics will be politics.
That and tree huggers.
That's it. That's the way of the world. The way of the world.
So
Hey,
the fish
Rob and
make
Rich, you
holes.
guys both got stories tonight, don't you? So who was going first? Rob, did you get squared away? No, so you want Rich to go first? You want Rich to go first? Did Timmy fall in the well?
No, I'll join here.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
good, pal?
good. We can get started.
All right, brother. We'll highlight you and you take it away.
Timmy
Okay.
saw the well.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Rob. I always forget. My bad.
Yeah.
There you go. You're good.
All right. Ooh. All right. You see that?
Oh, I see it.
All right.
Gold.
Let's see. I need to get this out of my way because it's in the way. Here we go. So right now we're dealing with some unprecedented times. So, tariffs and precious metals. Why gold prices are so high.
Okay.
And this is a article out of Montana, and so it's going to be dealing with a jeweler in Helena.
Okay.
All right. So although gold and silver have not been directly targeted of tariffs, market reactions to trade uncertainty have driven a significant shift in prices. Scott Bollinger, the president of Grizzly Gold and Silver, says 4 months ago, the word on our industry was that there are central banks around the world starting to amass and accumulate gold. Now, since December, gold spot prices have increased around 11% to more than $3,300 an ounce due to the supply and demand of the metal. Bollinger says the thing about gold is it's an international precious metal. You can go anywhere in the world, and people know what it is. These prices increases have also increased the metal's ratio with silver historically. The silver to gold ratio has been 16 to 1, and now it's around 105 to 1.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Although the international market, Helena's and Montana's history is deeply connected to the gold and other precious metals. It drew many people to the Montana Territory in the 1800s. Wallinger says, it is important here in Montana with our mining and traditional gold extraction, but now people are doing a lot of investing in gold than rather than mining it. With the uncertainty due to tariffs and the high gold prices, businesses like Grizzly Gold and Silver are selling less gold and are buying more. Bollinger explains that while tariffs may be driving interest in gold, the import tax have not directly affected the price. You know, he goes, where can I make the comparison is the gold buffalo from the U.S. Mint versus the Canadian gold maple leaf, like right there. They're both selling for the same price right now, so we haven't seen our suppliers pass on any increase in prices. In the uncertain economic times, many people are selling their jewelry and coins, and that's what led to increased traffic for shops like Grizzly and Gold and Silver. What's going to happen tomorrow, you don't, we don't know. Bollinger says gold went up yesterday. This was on Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
$100 an ounce, and we don't know why. It's international commodity whose prices change every few minutes. Right?
Strange. All right. I'm with you.
Well, that's how gold gets traded. It's quick.
Yeah.
Very quick.
All right. This one's going to be a little shorter one. Apparently, when I did a research for treasures, this is what came up as the most recent, but it was dated way back in 2021. So, a woman hired treasure hunter who found a rumored $46,000 hidden in her family's home for 50 years. For decades, a Western Massachusetts woman had heard family rumors of cash hidden by her relatives in the 1950s home previously owned by her aunt and uncle. She's finally selling the house, but wanted to put in one last ditch effort to see if there's really a secret stash of money in the home. So she hired treasure hunter and detectorist Keith Willey from Massachusetts Live. Their search started in early April with treasure hunter getting a tour of the attic space, where he spotted the damaged parts of a floor where people in years past have unsuccessfully searched for the money and figured out the game plan for how he would find it. So he figured it. Okay, I know where to look now. So he turned on his metal detector. He walked over to where the light from two windows intersect. And according to his website, the rumor was that a person could see a box through the floorboards when the light shined into the room. Naturally, he started in the middle of the floor looking for cracks where light could shine through. Using his metal detector and an endoscope camera on his iPhone, Willie kicked off his quest to find a stash of money in the attic space. It only took around under an hour before he struck gold. With his endoscopic camera, he had found a cash box in one corner of the attic. He noted jagged saw marks in the rafters of that section of the space, searched the floor, and saw a keyhole of the cash box.
Hmm.
The treasure hunter then removed two suspiciously cut floorboards to take out the loot of its 63-year hiding. Its total was $46,000.
Mercy.
Now, I don't know. Somebody may be in chat and help us with adjusted for inflation, what that would be today. Because these look like they're probably in the 50s.
Think they're that old? I can't see a year on any of them.
Yeah.
There ain't no new ones in there. I can tell you that much.
Would they be worth anything, those old bills?
Oh, yeah. You can get them graded and hopefully turn around and sell them.
Wow.
Individually.
Yeah.
Make more money.
So you
Exactly. Or sell them as the bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
This is rediscoverlost.com if you guys are interested.
Or what's in those bundles that are wrapped up?
Oh, who knows? It could very well be another stack of 20s. It could be 50s.
Could be hundos.
Could be just regular silver dollars. the $1 bills there, those
Yeah.
are silver dollars, judging by the color of the
Looks like
mint mark.
blue. Yeah, it's on it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
So they're going to be
right.
green or blue or something, right?
That's nice
Yeah.
right there.
And
That's
here,
nice.
all right. Can I have my website back? Thank you. This one is
Where in the universe is the
Uh-oh.
ultimate prize.
Mute me.
For humanity, honestly, but
Mute.
especially for astronomers. And if we're being real,
There you go.
Mute me.
Rain.
He's acting like his boat was singing. Mute me.
Mutiny. Mutiny.
No, I know he said mute me.
We can't hear you yet, Rob.
Apparently, this website likes to play videos automatically.
Autoplay.
Because I'm in reader view, and apparently one of the videos just started playing. I'm like, no, shut that off. So, anyways, yeah, commercials. You gotta give them the ads. Metal detectorists found a jackpot stash of ancient silver treasure. Now, why can't we find something like that
I
here in
know.
the United States?
You there, Rob?
On just how
Oh.
richly adorned the Dacian elite. They're telling me my internet's weak.
Yeah, we lost you for a second.
All right. I don't know why. Try this again. The discovery of the silver treasure hoard, this one unearthed by metal detectors, had shed a sparking light on just how richly adorned the Dacian elite once were. Now, what is the modern day Romania was once ruled by people group known as the Dacians, who were prominent from around 500 BC into the first century AD. This spring, according to translated statements from the Museum of Mures County posted by Riza Mures Municipality City Hall, metal detectorist Moldovan, I'm going to pronounce his, okay, Moldovan, and his partner Zohan, Sebastian, Adrian,
Yeah.
that name is funny, scoured an area around the town of Riza in central Romania and uncovered a cache of 6 silver ornament pieces that date to the Dracian people. This is the first find of the Dracian treasure in Briza, and it doesn't disappoint. The haul included a bracelet made of circular silver bar with a slightly widened ends and a plant-like motif decorations, a pair of 2-knot brooches without decoration, but with an elongated plate and a spring, a smaller brooch with 4 knobs, a neck chain with a loop link holding 3 nail-like pendants, a waist belt made up of oval plates attached alternately in a series of links, and a rectangular plate that likely attached to a belt, the last of which would likely have been decorated with a series of solar motifs showing the role of the sun played in ancient Dracian culture. And unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of it. In total, the treasure weighs 19 ounces and represents an important symbol of the owner's social status, the museum archaeologist wrote. He added that the items would have been worn by prominent members of the Dracian aristocracy on various special occasions, but it's difficult to say whether it was a man or a woman. Either way, they would have had shined in silver. The buried silver didn't offer up many clues as to why it was placed where it was to begin with. It could have been an offering to the deity or simply never retrieved after the owner hid it away. This find opens up the possibility for further Dacian discoveries in and around the town of Riza. We hope that field research in the coming period the Drakian settlement, or even a fortification in the area would be identified. Plans are now in place to document and further study the silver hoard, which Muirs County Museum will exhibit. So, yeah.
Cool.
Like I said, I couldn't find any pictures based on that story.
That's okay.
So,
Cool.
all right.
Cool stuff, man. Very, very
So
cool.
you decided to trick us with a little silver, eh?
Yeah,
Hey,
a little silver story in there. We all love silver. Yeah, me and
I
Rob.
do if it's already in bars.
Any silver. Silverware. We don't care. Silver is silver.
yeah, silver.
That's right, ain't it, Rob? We are proud supporters of silver.
You know what? You used to be able to pick up silverware for cheap at any garage sale.
You still
I
can
mean, like
look.
the whole sets.
You still can
Yeah.
if you look. You'll find it thrown in bins just with other silverware. Yeah.
Hey, it all melts down to a bar.
Yeah, right. That's it. Just get all you can find. Start
Heck
melting
yeah.
it down into big old chunky bars.
Big old bar.
Chunky old bars of silver, baby. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Rob. That was interesting.
Yeah, no problem.
Rich Cooley,
Yupper.
you're at bat, my friend. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
No song?
Oh, well, we can do that, Rich.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Welcome to Police Corner. How we doing? All right.
Awesome.
So what do we got? Bustamite, I guess it is. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I'm gonna call it.
All right. That works.
Bustamite is a calcium manganese insulate. It's a chain silicate and a member of a boy. I picked a real good one. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
you
Austenite group, magnesium, zinc, and iron are common impurities, substituting for manganese. It's a high temperature polymorph. It's low temperature. It says and joansonite is the low temperature polymorph. The inversion takes place at 830 Celsius.
Huh.
Wow. And my printer didn't print very well. The unit cell, the formula, and Z can be taken separately. I'm not getting all of the formula. Typical locally, the type locally was originally taken as Telta de Zola, Pablo, Mexico, and the mineral was named from a Mexican mineralist, Jose Maria Bustamite.
must be how it goes.
And was a professor at the Mexico Mining Seminary. Material from Pablo, however, was later found to be a mixture of joansonite and rhodonite. So the type locally is now the Franklin Mine, Franklin Sussex, it's Sussex County in New Jersey, actually.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Bustamite.
Both bustamite and joansonite are found at Franklin. Bustamite is moderately common there and occurs in variety of assemblages associated with rhodonite, calcite, tephrite, and temperite. The environment, bustamite typically results from metamorphism of magnesium bearing sediments with the attendant metapasium. That's a new type of locality. Franklin, the oldest rocks are Precambrian genesis of mixed sedimentary and volcanic origin. Franken marble was deposited with these rocks, along with sediments containing zinc, manganese, and iron minerals. These sediments were metamorphized later in Precambrian. Then the rocks were uplifted from the late Precambrian into Cambrian. And the quartzite was deposited on the eroded surface. If that makes any sense. Let's see. In Cambrian Orverican time, the quartzite was in turn overlaid by the limestone, and the rocks have been subject to uplift and erosion up to present time.
Bustamite.
That's basically about it. So let's see. Let's look at some of the properties here. So the streak is white. Let's see if it gives the hardness. Dana is 65.2.1.2. 20. Oh, there it is. Moen scale is 5.5 to 6.5 on the Moen scale. I think 8 is the limit.
Oh, okay. Bustamite.
So this is what it looks like.
It's a pretty fancy looking stone. I've never heard of a bustamite.
No, man.
There's a lot of
I
them.
didn't realize that so many different colors.
Right.
How can you tell by so many different types?
How can you know? Oh, that's bustamite you found, Rick.
Right. I mean, look.
Maybe the texture.
This color, this color, this color. I mean, how can you? There's nothing that looks
right
the
there.
same.
It looks just like a boring rock. It's bustamite.
There's none of it that looks the same. I mean,
damn, that just looks like a boring rock.
You'd be like, God, look at how this crack get in here. Oh,
throw it out.
A chunk of bustamite.
How do you call that bustamite?
Right,
And
exactly.
bustamite?
That looks like a piece of gravel.
That's
It's rare bustamite. Yeah,
I don't get it
how
at
these
all.
people know these things. Good
That looks like gravel.
It does. Looks like white gravel.
I mean, that's a hairy
And that one
bustamite.
there. That one,
yeah. And then
there is a lot of forms of
bustamite.
bustamite.
Definition. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
Strange.
Now, if there was all them big pink looking stones at the top, yeah. Oh, that's bustamite. Sure. Seen it before.
Yeah, they don't. Not all of them look like that.
No.
All right, how would you say this one?
Corylite?
What is it?
I think Corylite.
Cerulite or Curulite? I did a lot to try to read on this. I couldn't find very much on this one at all. There's so much kind of reading, but not. It's a very rare arsenite mineral that is rarely found in any size to be fashioned into a gem. Typically found as extremely minute rod-like crystals or clay-like crusts or concentrations covering matrix. The only material that could be used for making a kabakan were small, opaque, solid nodules. From one time, find the Ema Lusa mine, Guanaco Antofagasta, Chile. Crucialite is found associated with mansfadite and scolus macarite at this location. The two minerals are also rare arsenites. It has some impurities of aluminum, copper, arsenic, hydrogen, and oxygen in it. No twining, no cleavage. It has a Mohns hardness of 5 to a 6 on the scale. Sky blue to pale blue, turquoise blue are the colors.
Mm-hmm.
About all the information.
Not a whole lot on that sucker. Don't seem that expensive, really, either, does it? Looking at the pieces they got in jewelry.
Well, I mean, if they got it, that might be why it's so like because usually you don't find pieces big enough to do that with.
Right. So you think it would be more. It don't look like
Yeah.
it's much.
You think it'd be higher dollar?
Yeah, that's what I would think. I would think, well, hell, that's a pretty outrageous.
Yeah, I wonder what
Maybe it's just not a popular stone,
$200
right?
for a necklace.
Yeah, that doesn't seem that bad. Huh. I don't know.
Here's a rare
Oh, that one there looks like a globe.
5.3 carats
That's kind of cool.
from Chile. It doesn't say how much that one is.
Oh, that one's cool because it looks like a globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. It's not even a half
good.
inch tall.
Right, it's not a half inch.
There's 9 carats on eBay. $55.
Say, that's not much, is it, for a 9-carat stone?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. I would think it would be more. Things we learn about stones.
Yeah, buddy.
Interesting. $55. You could get that 9 carats.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap, I think.
It is.
For something that's really hard to find. Buy now for the prices go up.
Yeah. Make offer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where did they say they found it at?
Chile.
Chile. Yeah.
Well,
Interesting. Very cool, though. Ceruleite. 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 I don't know. To me, it's just not a very pretty stone, though. I don't know.
Mm,
It's kind of like, looks like a blue jade or something.
right.
Right?
Yeah, that's about it.
Now, the shiny one there, right there. Now, that one looks pretty cool. Where's it at? Now, where'd that sucker go?
Right here.
Wait. No, it's even shinier. It's almost clear blue. I think it was further down. Yeah, it was almost like a clear blue. It was kind of pretty.
Where?
Maybe on further down, Rich. Keep going. I know I seen that sucker. Huh, I don't see it now. Oh, wait, there it was. There it is, right there.
Right here?
That one, yeah. See, now that looks kind of cool.
yeah, that's fair.
That's
Almost
better. It's
crystal.
not that dull blue. It's a nice, deep, clear-ish blue.
Almost like a crystal.
Yeah, I like that one, though. Now, that one looks cool. But the other is just too plain. Too plain. Too plain. Not
Hmm.
too plain. Too plain. Too plain. Very cool, Rich. Those are the gemstones of the week
It's
by Rich Cooley.
not all gems are
No, they're not.
buttery looking.
I guess not all gems are gemstone prices, are they?
Yeah.
No? Then you got them ones that you go, oh, that should be dirt cheap, and it's crazy, crazy prices.
Yeah.
Rob, you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, just checking. Just checking. Looks like you've been running. Was you? Was
Nah.
you helping? You wasn't helping yet?
Oh, no, I'm not going to discuss it here.
Okay. Roger that. I'll save that for a later time.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So did you guys get to watch the Forrest Finn thing on Netflix yet?
No.
Yeah, we watched it 2, 3 weeks ago.
I know you did, and then everybody's homework was supposed to be to watch it, kind of, sort of.
But is it like a series or something?
It's a
or
three.
just one time?
It's 3 parts, but it's all at once. You can watch them all one right after the other. You don't have
Oh,
to.
really?
Yeah, you don't have to wait till like next week. You can just watch all 3.
I think it's like 2 hours and 46 minutes in total.
Total length, yeah. So like a long movie, yeah. But yeah, I figured you guys might have got to watch that yet. So me and Jared's the only two that's watched it. Rob, you didn't watch it either?
I caught the last hour, I think it was.
Okay.
So
Scott, you didn't get it yet?
No, I haven't seen it. I don't have Netflix.
Oh,
I don't either.
you don't either?
Yeah.
You don't stream?
No.
No, I don't binge watch
I don't know how to
either.
do that stuff. I
Oh,
can barely use a regular computer other than try to do that stuff.
all right, Jaron, you might have to do another Forrest Finn watch party thingy again, obviously. Apparently, there's a lot of people who have not seen it yet. What do you think?
I don't know when I'd sneak it in. We already
Right
have
when, yeah,
regularly scheduled stuff.
right when you would have a sneak time to. Well, I
If
guess,
we have a bye week in a show like they do, then we could probably
yeah,
sneak it in.
yeah. Or you have one of them things. It's like, oh crap, we ain't got nothing for tonight's watch party. We're going with that again. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
worth
or
watching.
if Ed cancels a show or something, I can sneak it in or something.
Right, it's worth watching 2 times, maybe even 3. It's one of them things you could gain some info from. It's cool.
Well, if it tells you stuff, heck yeah.
It's cool because
You
it's
mean with Netflix, you can watch it anytime?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Just click on it, watch it, stop it, go back next day, continue watching it. Yeah, whenever.
Is it on like Tubby or something like that?
No, Netflix is just on Netflix. That's it. Netflix is Netflix. It's a subscription.
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
show in particular is exclusive to Netflix, so you
Yeah.
can't find it anywhere else.
Right. Netflix is pretty good. I wish they quit raising their prices, but yeah. But all in all, it's pretty good. They have some good movies too. A lot of good documentaries if you like documentaries. So not pitching Netflix by any means, but
If they'll give us a discount, I will.
right. Yeah, they'll give us free Netflix. Yeah, we're in. Other than that, no. It's just something that I think all treasure hunters should see. Just my opinion.
Yeah, like that Ballad of Buster Scruggs. I think that was exclusive to Netflix
Yeah.
too, and that was
Yep.
really good.
That was pretty decent. What was that?
They've got some good stuff on there, but it's just
They do. And they
I
have
don't
some
know.
crap stuff too, but they all do, you know. And that's the thing. And who was it that had that one documentary, that gold thing with what's his name? Ah crap, I can't remember that guy's name. It was all about gold. Remember, Jared? Did we watch that on cable or on like YouTube or something? Ibis
I don't know.
Gibish.
Oh,
You know the one. Gold.
yeah, that was on Netflix.
That was on
Or
Netflix.
no, that was on YouTube.
Was it a YouTube?
I think
Watch that on?
I
I
don't
thought it
remember.
was like a Discovery Channel type deal,
It might have been Discovery type.
Yeah, no.
Crap, I can't
which you
remember.
can watch on Max.
Yeah, right. If it's on Discovery, I watch it on Cinemax. Right.
Mm.
Yep. Max. Not promoting Max in any way, shape, or form either, unless they want to give us free Cinemax. Right? Uh-huh. Just
Idris
what's that, Jared?
Idris Elba. What is his name?
Idris Elba. Thank you. God, that's the most complicated name in the world.
Say that again. Say that again, Jared.
Idris or Idris Elba. I'm not 100%.
Idris
I don't
Elba.
believe I don't believe I've ever heard of it.
It is a very unique name.
It's a
Idris Elba. That's why I always forget it. I can't remember. I know the guy. I've seen him in a million movies, but I still can't ever remember his name. I always call him like Ibis something. It's always wrong. Always. But yeah, the gold doc. Now you did see the gold documentary, right?
yeah. It says it's on YouTube, so
So it's still on YouTube.
Hmm.
Right.
and it's just called Gold with Idris Elba.
Right.
IDRISELBA.
Idris Elba. That's it.
What a name.
It's a name. It's definitely a name.
Big old $50 handle on that bad boy.
I'm telling you. Yeah, copyright that name, Idris Elba. .com. Man, crazy. So yeah, got to try to somehow. Maybe they got a 7-day free trial to Netflix, and you could do it for 7 days and then cancel, and you can watch the forced in thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
I think so, right, Jaron? They do. They all do that. Yep. And you guys could see it. Then you could cancel it. Unless you really like it and you keep it. But if not, cancel that sucker.
The only thing is you cancel it. You got to do it 3 days later. They say you got a month, but if you wait past certain, oh, now we can't do that. I'm like, man,
No, 7-day free trial. They don't say you have a month.
Right. I do it all
oh,
the time.
7 days. Yeah,
You got Amazon Prime?
yeah,
See, most
I
of the
do. I
things
do have
that
that.
you subscribe to through Amazon Prime. Netflix isn't one of them, but like I'll subscribe to a thing like Stars or something, and you have 7 days. And like on the 6th day, I'll just get on my Amazon, cancel it, and that's it. Done.
In most cases, I cancel it right after the second I do it,
Oh, do you?
and it says, you
Oh yeah, you
it'll
still
continue until the 7 days. That way you don't forget.
right. You still have 6 days left in your free trial in case you change your mind. Yeah. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, it works pretty good, don't it, Jerry? If
Oh
something
yeah.
you really want to watch, you just got to work those loopholes.
Oh yeah. Back in the days when they used to allow prepaid debit cards, I'd have ones with like 2 cents left on it, like a gift card or something,
Uh
and I'd sign up for stuff with that. And then
huh.
it didn't matter if I forgot because they were never going to get their money anyway.
Right.
yeah.
Uh,
They're never going to get their money anyways.
right. Oh, it's a prepaid card. They only can get so much of a prepaid card, right?
True.
Only what's on it still. Interesting. But we are not in any way, shape, or form saying you should
Yeah, we're not
do
telling
anything
you.
like that by any means. Shame on you, Jared.
You should never try to get one over on corporations ever.
Right. Right. Shame on.
We have just heard of these tricks. We don't do
Yeah,
them
this is
ourselves.
new to me. I didn't know about this. Yeah. Wow. That's kind
No, you can't do it anymore. They don't allow prepaid gift cards. They figured it out.
of course they did.
Must be a Visa or MasterCard.
Yeah. Or yeah.
But I mean, there was no harm, no foul.
No.
They'd try to charge it.
I
It
mean,
would have no money, so I
they
wasn't
just
like
cancel it.
watching stuff for free.
Right. They just
It
cancel
just get
it
canceled.
away. And it's like, oh my God, he's watching it for free. It's the end of our network. We're going to go belly up. It's the end of the world.
Yeah, at the end of the 7 days, they tried to charge it. It says no, and then the account shut
That's
off.
it. They just shut it off. Click. You are no
Simple as
longer
that.
subscribed. That's it. Plain and simple.
I hated banks for so long. I never had any sort of debit or anything, so
Right.
that was the only means for me to do it.
Prepaid. Just having a prepaid card just for that. Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Hey, grab the Netflix card off the counter, will you?
Well, you used to be able to share your Netflix account, like with your
Yeah, now you can't do that now neither.
oh, you used to be able to share it with like your family.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you can't be watching the show here and over here at the same time.
Yeah, they caught on to that. It took them a long time, but they found it wise. Yeah, they're like people are sharing this with 4 different households, so they nipped that in the bud.
Yeah.
God only knows Netflix don't make enough money either. Yeah. Just saying, big
Yeah, they just reported record numbers, so
stay. Yeah, yeah. Big corporations, baby. That's what it is.
Yep.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
Damn the man.
That's right. That is right. Hey, just hop over here to the main page and see what's all right. Hey, Jaron, who's all into YouTube tonight, by the way?
let's see. We got John Hunt, Heath Doty, David Villa, Charles Hanson, Cannon is in there. Jane Hartley, David Alfonsetti, Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad, Tim Fisher. He said he was getting they're buying some more land.
Oh, nice.
Thomas Pennyweight was in there.
We need to have Tim on again. Yeah.
Michael Shelby, Stephen France, I think that might be.
Grumpy's not here. Huh?
No, he's been kind of late lately. He's the company's being taken over and he's kind of helping transition.
Oh, okay. That everybody?
Let me scroll back down, see if somebody jumped in. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, man.
Nope, I don't see anybody else.
Oh, howdy, everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks for
I
coming and
think
hanging.
I got everybody.
Well, I hope so. Now, I was looking at this sluice box on the main page, Jaron, that you like the picture I did
Yeah,
from John McCleat. You know the one I'm
yeah,
talking about?
yep.
Now, Scott, you see that picture?
Yep. Of
Yeah.
what?
The sluice box on the main page of GPS. Maybe
Blah, blah, blah.
maybe Jaron could share it on share screen. I would like to talk
Okay.
for
Let's
a
say
minute.
that'd be fine.
That now, could somebody explain to me that setup there? That I ain't never seen nothing quite like that.
So it's a high banker that goes into.
It's an extension.
It don't look like
Yeah,
it.
just
Looks
gives
like
you more extra.
Yeah. It's like an alluvial fan. It
it
just
looks
breaks
like
it.
a settling pond.
Yeah, but it just makes the water wider so the heavies drop out easier.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from these types of pictures if there's any. It does look like it's flat, but
Yeah, it
it could
looks
just
very
be the
flat.
Right.
angle.
You can't tell if it's at an angle to where it
Yeah.
drops off higher or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it looks very flat. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, it almost just from the picture, it almost looks like the runoff at the end is higher
Yeah,
than,
Right.
and
but
it's
that
like,
you can't tell from a picture like this. It's
That's
deceiving.
water glare, Jaron.
and
That's water glare.
I see the big rocks in it, and it's like, well, what is this doing? It's just some kind of like thing. It slows it down, it settles, and I don't know. I was like, I never seen one like that.
Yeah, I just think it's a high banker extension. That's all it is.
Okay.
Added security just so you don't lose the little stuff.
Yeah, I guess it would help for that because it's going to slow it down a lot, right?
Oh yeah, water gets
Slow it
wide.
down, spread it out,
Yeah, it dies off real
drop
quick.
off. Okay.
And then your flow is going to have enough pressure to push it up back.
Yeah. All right. I just, like I said, I seen it and I was like, it looks interesting, but I'm not sure. I should talk to the guys and see what they think.
Looks like it's a 4-inch.
Yeah, it does look like a 4, don't it, Rich?
Mm-hmm.
4 or 3.
And then they're pumping it
Okay.
in. So they're dredging into it. And goes in, goes down, hits that big tray, settles out, and then
At least somebody's dredging.
yeah, it goes out the back. All right. All right. Interesting. Very cool. Thank you, Jared. I just was curious about that. It's like, what is that setup? Cool. Okay. So that was
Very interesting.
uh-huh. And then what else did we have there? Said, hold on, I'm looking. I'm looking. See if there was something else here. So that was Thomas posted that video of the Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona. Do you know where that is, Scott?
Which park?
Petrified Forest National Park.
That's going to be up. It's right. It's it's really funny because I think it's along the highway,
Uh-huh.
and I want to say it's before you get to the big crater where the big asteroid hit here in Arizona.
Oh, really?
I think so. You can see the petrified stuff along the side of the road, easy. But I don't know about the forest part because I wouldn't think they'd still be standing if they're petrified. But
Right. Okay.
hang on, what
Where's
would you
it
call
gonna
that
go?
again? Hey, Lisa, have you heard about the petrified forest? She can't hear me.
You're an Arizonian. I would have thought you.
If it's petrified, where's it gonna go?
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. It just stay there.
Like I said, usually all the stuff's you're not allowed to pick it up, but it's usually sitting along the side of the highways out here.
You're not allowed to pick it up.
No, you're not allowed to pick it up.
No.
They kind of frown on it.
They don't have to do a whole lot of much down there, do they? Don't touch the turtles. Don't pick up petrified wood. Don't
Well, that's what
don't
that's
touch
what everybody comes here to
cactuses.
see.
Yeah.
If everybody keeps taking the stuff people come to see, then nobody will come here. They don't want that.
Don't touch the cactuses. Don't do
You don't want to
Yeah.
touch the cactus anyway.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
very self-explanatory.
Is that cactus the official plant of Arizona?
I do not know.
I think it
Could be
was
the
a
saguaro.
saguaro.
The saguaro.
Yeah.
That's a cactus, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
a big
that-
sucker.
And a roadrunner's the official bird,
Yeah.
and the tortoise is the official reptile,
I do not know about that one, but
and the petrified tree is the official tree.
you know.
That's all Arizona stuff. See, I
And
know
then if you want to come hunting here, you got to get draw.
they're difficult,
Tell me about it.
and more people's moving down there for you, Scott.
Yeah,
Right?
they are.
Yes, they are. They all want to move to Arizona. You know, just saying.
They
Just
get here. They get here until it turns 120, and they're like, "Okay, I'm out of here."
then they go, "What in the world was I thinking?" Yeah, sure.
Just get warm.
Okay, Rob, any metal detecting plans this week?
I'm playing it by ear.
Playing it by ear week,
Yeah.
weather wise, stuff like that.
Well, things are going to be all right. I mean, weather-wise.
Busy kind of thing. If you're not busy,
Yeah.
okay.
I might squeeze something in on Tuesday.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully you find something awesome.
Well, yeah.
You're doubloon. Find a doubloon. I'm always rooting for you, Rob. A doubloon or a Rolex, one of the two, brother. either one in either order, you will take it.
Pop top.
Rolex, then doubloon, or doubloon, then and then a Rolex. That's all. The ultimate finds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Heck yeah.
The Rolex would be.
Rolex would be a sweet find.
Yeah.
As long as it's a real Rolex.
Yeah, a true,
Yeah.
true to life, real Rolex.
And hopefully the insurance has been paid out on it.
Sure. Right. Well, probably. If you found it, I bet their insurance paid out on it pretty quick. So now it is finders keepers. Yeah. And even if it don't work, doesn't matter. Still Rolex. That's amazing.
They can fix them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's amazing. Yeah, they can still fix it and it's still worth a fortune, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Is anybody here on a Rolex? Nope.
I think Rob found parts of one.
Did you, Rob, find parts of a Rolex before?
Not a Rolex. I find parts of watches all the time.
Oh,
I did
just
find
parts?
one that was it was a Japanese movement,
Uh-huh.
and I can't remember the name of the brand, but I got $500 for it because it was a
What?
self-winding. All you had to do is move your hands around and it would wind it, just like a real Rolex.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I was
It
gonna
was a
say,
Timex Guts with a Rolex outside.
I was gonna say, I bet you could still sell Rolex parts, probably. I wonder if Rolex buys their parts, like if you had a destroyed one, but it still had some good parts.
Yeah, but all their gearing and everything like that. So if you had parts,
Yeah.
why wouldn't they?
It's
Or
just-
a guy that fixes watches would buy them, I bet.
yeah, maybe that, because it's just amazing how much a Rolex costs. You know, a good
Mhm.
Rolex. It's a watch. It tells
It's
time.
just a watch.
It tells time just like your cell phone does.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2 o'clock.
I
Yeah.
just learned something.
What's that, Rich?
So, do you know why the Easter Bunny hides eggs?
Why does the Easter Bunny hide eggs?
Yeah.
Give me a minute. Let me think about this. I don't know. I don't know.
It's very interesting. So, the tradition of Easter Bunny hiding eggs stems from a combination of ancient pagan beliefs and later Christian interpretations. In ancient times, eggs and rabbits were symbols of fertility and new life, which were associated with the spring seasons. As Easter became a Christian holiday, the eggs were also linked to the resurrection of Jesus, symboling new life emerging from the tomb. The Easter Bunny role in hiding the eggs was likely a way to blend the ancient and Christian beliefs into a fun tradition.
Really? I didn't know all that.
Everything's always got to go back to pagan.
I thought it was just something they just did. We'll just hide eggs. Yeah. Because bunnies and
And
eggs,
rabbits were a symbol of fertility and rebirth.
right? Because bunnies and eggs don't make sense. You think we'd have an Easter duck and he went around hiding eggs. Well, think about it. Not an Easter bunny. I mean, I'm a bunny.
Oh, the Christian association, I guess the empty eggshell become a symbol of the tomb.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
I thought you were going to say like the bunny was the sign of the sign for fertility, and the egg was the egg, in the womb.
I think there's a joke about why does the Easter bunny hide eggs, and it had something to do with it was fooling around with the chickens or something.
I have a Easter joke, but it's not appropriate for a live show.
Oh, darn it. Can you tell us after the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
But John is posting some numbers out there, and I don't know where they get those numbers from, but gold did make a new all-time high while we were talking of $3,370.58.
Oh, so it's a new all-time high.
When
Yep.
did it break? When did it break?
Wow, crazy.
What's that, Scott?
When did it break?
Like 10 minutes ago.
Wow.
Yeah, jump
Wow.
37. It's up 37.80 now. Man,
No,
Yeah, I don't know where you guys get those numbers from.
30.
I'm getting alive right here.
37. What did you say it was, Jaron? 33, right?
Yeah, 3,370 and 58
Oh.
cents.
It'll hit 34.
That's gold spot on Forex. That's gold spot on Oneida, and that is gold on FX indices.
It'll hit 34 tonight or tomorrow or whatever.
And they never coincide with whatever these guys are using because there's always seem inflated numbers.
Huh.
I'm on Kitco, dude.
Kitco?
Yeah. I'm watching the numbers, Jay. They're at 1.14% up, 37.80 to 3,366.80 for the asking.
Kitco.
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 And everything else is in the red, of course.
So I guess that makes sense that people are asking. That doesn't mean anybody's actually paid for it or bought it.
Right.
That's the price on the market.
Right. Wow. Crazy. Still, it's crazy.
Yeah. Let her go.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
They're going to bring back gold. I'm going to have to sell some more.
Let her rip. Heck yeah. Banga, banga, banga.
Hey, we might get that free CNC machine now.
Hey, never know. Right?
Yeah, right.
Keep on keeping on.
Well, I'm sure the guy in New York could still buy another ounce.
Dang.
So
crazy.
And he Venmoed the money right to Lisa's phone. I was like, "You're doing business with me now, buddy." I was like, "Heck yeah."
Venmo.
Yeah. I was like, "Hey, that's pretty cool. I don't want it on my phone, but that's pretty cool."
Venmo is kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't use it either, but it's cool.
I just don't like to do anything with a bank over my phone. No.
And the Bitcoin is actually up about $1,000 from when we started
Oh.
to 86,820 and climbing.
Yeah, that was 84. See? Okay, somebody whispered in somebody's ear. Right?
Yeah.
Right, Jaron? It's because you said something.
I wonder. Yeah, but I wonder tomorrow when our market opens if it's going to pop back down.
Oh, Bitcoin will go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, somebody's taking the ride right now to the elevator, and tomorrow somebody's going to be taking the ride back down for the points too. So
crazy.
Like if you got up tomorrow morning and right at 6 o'clock, shorted it, and gold went down 60, 70 points. Hey, that's a good day's work right there. I don't care who you are.
What was the highest Bitcoin ever got?
Let me pull out. I'm on the 4-hour scale. Let me do at least weekly.
Wasn't it in the 80s or something like that?
No.
What was it? 112?
100 and something, yeah.
108 or something. I don't know.
109,590, but that's just on Bitfinex.
Right.
There's 100 different exchanges. It might have got a little higher.
Yeah.
So
And that was how long ago?
Couple.
that was around. Now I'm on the weekly scale, so it's around Monday, the 20th of January
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple
Right,
months ago.
okay.
this
Not long ago.
year.
So not too long ago.
That long ago. So it can do it
3 months.
again.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again. And it will. It will. When the stars align.
When the stars align. When the planets are in the circular motion.
That's right. That's why I always say it. When the stars align, prices will.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Good.
It'd be
Interesting.
interesting. Why see why gold's going up, but yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right. So we got anything else tonight, fellas?
Just the Tuesday night hangout live with Flash in Your Pain. He's gonna have Will with Infernal Compass of North Carolina
Cool. Cool. Very cool. Be sure and tune into that.
at 8 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. General Mountain Time.
General Mountain Time. GMT. Yep. All right. Well, we want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you all next Sunday. Have a great week. Till then.
Happy Easter.
Night, everybody.
See ya.
Happy Easter. Good night, gold diggers.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.
Did I say happy Easter?
You said it.